Welcome to Joburg Today. I'm your host, Leroy Viaggi. Now, we all know the dangers that rodents pose in our community, and that's why a new solution is taking to flight.
This program has actually been running for about 10 years at various schools around South Africa. Okay, and Alex is one of the areas that we cover. There's 4 schools participating currently, and basically the idea behind this project is to create owl-friendly environments so the school doesn't use poison, and owl-friendly adults. And there's an abundance of rats here, so that recipe will work out that we'll have owls at schools, breeding in schools, and dealing with their rodent problems. I mean, every year children arrive in hospitals in this country having eaten rat poison.
It's been exciting for them to have the owls on the school premises. As far as the ones that are feeding them, of course, they feel part of the project. They love the owls, and they take good care of them.
I love owls because they help us a lot. They help us to kill rats.
The students at this institution are really grateful, and we appreciate having them brought here, and we hope that they solve the owl problem.
With over 6 million rand built towards a strategy to curb these rodents, and Alex, we can see that the city of Johannesburg is really serious about this issue. But they are also asking for help from the community to create a win-win situation for all. I am Riley Hlakani-Posakwe for Joburg Today.
How's it? I'm Alan and you're watching Joburg Today.
Catch us on Facebook, that's joburgtoday.tv, and on Twitter at Joburg Today. Now, if you're on the move, pockettv.mobi. That's pocket with an I. Now, in studio with Nashina is Dr. Wasila Jassid. She's here to discuss more on the rodent infestation.
Now, the City of Johannesburg issued a press release today drawing upon the importance of citizens to understand why the problem of rodents is a problem. How big is this problem?
You know, rats have been a pest in domestic areas for, centuries. But with more urbanization, more people moving into cities and a poorer, state of houses, I think it's a growing problem. We recently did a research study in settlements around Johannesburg and found that 57% of homes reported that they had rodent infestation. One of the areas, Hospital Hill, reported 69% of homes having, rodents in their homes.
From your research, are you able to pinpoint specific areas in Johannesburg where the problem really is huge?
Unfortunately, we didn't look at every area in Johannesburg, but what we do know is the factors that contribute to rodent infestations. So you kind of can draw from that which areas would be affected. Overcrowding, poor housing structures with damp and leaks and cracks in the building structure, and then poor household domestic hygiene when there are food left open, waste not removed, poor sanitation. Those are fertile breeding grounds for rodents, and those are the areas that are most likely to be affected.
So when we're talking about rodents, we're talking about rats.
Yes, yes.
Rats.
Rodents are, the common name is rats, and the house rat is something that's very common.
So what is being done to resolve this problem in Johannesburg?
Traditionally, people relied on just poisoning rats, and that's not very sustainable because it's not removing the cause of the rats being there in the first place. And also, poisons themselves carry with them dangers. Kids can get into them, or other animals can be poisoned by them. So we don't really like the use of poisons, but rodent traps, rat traps can also be used. But like I said, that doesn't address the problem. So what we really need is a very sustained, integrated kind of rodent control program where you work with the municipality and various other departments to control it. And what it needs is education. You need to educate communities, and you need to improve services in the communities. Rodent infestation is very much a marker of poverty and poor socioeconomic conditions and poor domestic hygiene.
Why are rodents dangerous?
For many reasons. They are, well, firstly, they're just a pest, but they are a health hazard as well. They have been known to bite people. We've seen many cases of them biting young children even, and those bites themselves are dangerous and can become infected. But rats also carry diseases, things like the plague.
I heard stories that in certain townships, the rats are as big as dogs and cats.
Yes.
Is that true?
We were in Riverlea, and people tell anecdotal stories about how the rats and cats play together. I mean, they're as big as
so
the
they can
cats.
actually attack you the bigger they get, and those bites, like you were explaining, can be quite fatal.
They are. And they're a nuisance in the home. I mean, they get into your food, they damage structures, they actually bite into cables and other physical infrastructure in the home. So besides a health hazard, they really are something that you want to control in the home.
So if you find you have a rat in your house, what do you do?
Like I say, I think prevention is always better than, kind of just controlling it with traps.
Can you call someone?
The City of Joburg has a vector control department, and they're very good about it. They've launched, the city has a vector control campaign at the moment that they're kind of instituting around the city. What they're doing is educating the communities, but also going around and trapping rats, to try and get rid of the numbers of rats. There are also some sustainable, longer-term solutions that people don't really know about. There's someone trying owls in some communities, and owls, in the area where he's kept these owls and bred these owls, those communities are rid of the rodents. But obviously, some people feel that there is an association with owls and kind of witchcraft. So those are things we need to sensitize communities about.
Oh my God, I think I'll just freak out if I have to find a rat in my home. I suppose the bottom line is you need to do what's necessary to prevent rats from,
That's it. And we've developed a pamphlet with a simple kind of how to get rid of rodents. It's just got simple things to do in your home. Keep food in storage containers and keep it packed away. Keep your waste, in a container that you can close. Clear up the backyards because when you keep rubble lying around, that's harborage. That's where rats like to hide. So just clearing up your household is one thing you can do. Closing cracks and leaks and things as well.
Thank you so much for your advice. I guess a happy home is a rat-free home.
I think so.
My name is Nicholas. You are watching Joburg Today.
If what you give is what you get, then maybe recycling is the only way to fix our environment.
Every day, these trucks collects and disposes about 1.4 million tons of waste in the city of Johannesburg. They get dumped here. Pick It Up is the city's official waste management service provider. Now, apart from collecting waste from formal dwellings every week, the service is also extended to some 17,000 businesses and to the informal settlements in the city. Waste itself is worth thousands of rand.
We're working with the waste. Those trucks, they are bringing the waste here, different waste. So inside here we've got people, we call them reclaimers. Those reclaimers, they're reclaiming the waste, which means they separate the waste from this side, and we've got people here, we call them middlemen. Then our reclaimers, they sell this waste.
Valuable metals dumped can be recycled. Many who work here see it as an opportunity to make money. It's eventually offered back to manufacturers.
I buy them from these people who are collecting from the side, that side. Then they sell them to us. We put them on the scale. Then we pay them according to their kilos, their kgs.
The scrap, aluminium, copper, brazo, razor. The companies we are dealing with, maybe aluminium, they can be the shortage. But if we pick them here and take them back the way they come from, they're gonna bring it back with the finished product. I can take copper with 30 rand, but when I sell it to the scrap, it's about maybe 6 or 70.
Pick It Up has thrown its full weight behind the war on waste. It says its mission is to change the mindsets of residents in Johannesburg, as well as businesses, to get them to start recycling and separating at source. It says it's time for every citizen of Joburg to get down and get their hands dirty.
Hi, I'm Roxanne Rodemayer and you're watching Joburg Today.
For more stories, check out our special focus section. And if you want to find out what's happening in and around Joburg, just check out Joburg in your pocket. That's it from me, Leroy. I leave you with Bright Lights from Just Ginger.
Back in ETV.
You can only find the great white light when you're not looking, and you should only look when you're willing to see what's surrounding you. Please come on, don't look away, it'll all come back to haunt you. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to believe in you. You can't take control again. You can be the change, my friend, when you see through who you are. You can have it all. You can become whole again. You know that's what you need. You know that's what you want. And yet you find another lover, baby. You can wait patiently, and you will see there is love in your heart. Come on, don't look away. It'll all come back to haunt you. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to believe in you. You can take control again. You can be the change, my friend, if you see through who you are. You can have it all. You can become whole again. You know that's what you need. You know that's what you want. You know that's what you are. You can take control again when you see through who you are.